Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome, Mr. Morris. How are you, sir?
Hi, excellent to you guys.
I'm not bad. And we're also joined by our two newest members of Geek Node staff, Paul, Mr. BiPolarBear.
Hey.
How are you, sir? With the fantastic headgear. I like that. That's rather awesome. Why not? Werner has been trying to get me to wear my unicorn mask. Actually, was it you or was it Bester?
It was Bester.
It was Bester, yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Been trying to get me to wear a unicorn mask in a podcast. I haven't done it yet. And then it's a little bit too far. And also it gets ridiculously hot and gross. And then we are also joined by Mr. Marco himself, Mr.
Marco.
MG
Thabo.
Yes.
Yes. Hello.
Tarvalicious Tavo.
Yes, indeed.
How are you doing?
I'm doing well on yourself.
Yeah, not too bad, thanks, mate. So we're having a very loose podcast as usual, but it's essentially an introductory one for you guys so people can get to know you. I know that, Marco, your article went up today.
Yes.
So there's a bit of an introduction. I will link that in the description of the podcast, but bit of an introduction, but this is just a bit of people get to see your beautiful face and listen to your dulcet tones and both of you. So, if you guys wouldn't mind, can I ask you just to take a couple of seconds just to give us a little rundown on who you are and what you do and what you like and whatever, really?
Okay. I am Marco Swanepoel, as you know, and I play a lot of games, a shit ton of games, too much, actually, and I like the TV series, music. I love music. There's a guitar. And yeah, long walks on the beach.
And pina coladas.
Is that product placement, the guitar there? Is that?
Yeah, you can sign up for my music program. You can pre-order my song now.
There we go.
That's the way to do it. And Paul, a little bit about yourself, if you wouldn't mind, mate.
I do mind terribly.
Fair
but
enough.
Whatever.
Even if you don't, even if you do mind, you gotta do it.
Where do we start? Sounds like horrible. I'm Paul. I hate video games. I'll write all about the video games. I'm kidding. I enjoy some video games in my spare time.
Only in your spare time, though. So not while you're working. You've managed to avoid.
Well, you have to hate video games all the time. Spare time, you can enjoy them.
I suppose that's actually true.
It's a delicate balance. I mean, we can't be positive about things here. That'd be horrible.
That would be. That would be completely out of character, and I would despise it immensely.
We'd enjoy stuff. Ugh.
I know. Ugh. Gross. Actually, I was chatting to a guy recently who his primary reason for staying at his job is because he gets to play Clash of Clans all day while he should be working.
That sounds like lectures at the moment.
Oh, really?
That's what people do.
Hang on. So you're a student.
Yeah.
Marco, I'm
unemployed.
You finished.
Yeah.
Okay, you finished studying.
Yeah, I graduated last year. Yeah.
Okay, cool. All right. So you're not. No one's involved in any of the big demonstrations and everything that's making Janrik lose his mind.
Nah.
No, you stayed away from it.
Nah, it's cool. It doesn't affect me.
Shame, poor guy. I think for those of you who don't know, Janrik works at one of the universities in Cape Town and has been having a bit of a rough time because of these demonstrations and not being able to get to work and not being able to do pretty much anything. Poor guy. Oh well.
Yeah.
I'll shed a tear for him later. Not really. So
Can't break character.
Yeah, he does. He's a stylish guy. He's got that. He's got the Feldskuna and socks kind of look going for him, and he rocks it. He rocks it well.
Rockman Boyki.
So right. So we are pretty much the gaming contingent of Geek Node, which is.
Well, you guys are anyway.
Yeah. Well, no, but we accept you on sufferance.
I just sit around, complain, and don't do what I'm told. So.
It's a pretty good thing to be able to.
Yeah, you need a guy like me. You need a guy like me.
Always. But we've got the core of the gaming contingent from Geek Node here. So what have you guys been playing? What have you been up to? Have you been destroying things' faces in Fallout, or?
I've been playing Rise of the Tomb Raider. I got an Xbox One fairly recently, and yeah, it's a pretty good game. I enjoyed it.
I've heard a lot of good things.
Yeah, it's a very solidly made sequel. Like, they took all the previous elements from the reboot and then just jacked everything up to 11.
Nice. This one goes up to 11. Yeah, actually, I was watching a video about it a little while ago. A friend of mine does cinematic videos, and he did one for Rise of the Tomb Raider, and it looks like they put a lot of work into it. I mean, I loved the rebooted one. I thought that was fantastic. I loved the direction they're taking it in. I love that they kind of dialed back the ridiculousness to a certain extent and made it a little bit more realistic. So yeah, I'm glad to hear that it's of a similar standard.
Mm-hmm.
Excellent. And you, Paul? What have you been jamming?
I've been playing far too much at the moment. I've been playing a small early access game called Pro Pinball Ultra. There's a preview up on Geek Node.
I did see that, yes. Absolutely, I saw that today. Absolutely. But does that come from a love from the old school pinball that you used to get with Windows? Does anyone remember that Space Invader pinball that used to be free on Windows?
The thing you play when your internet doesn't work.
Absolutely, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, that it like replaced Minesweeper as the go-to little game.
It's like that, but in like 4K and cool lights and dynamic lighting. It's got a whole bunch of
I might have to check that out.
lighting.
It's a lot of lights.
It markets the lighting, the graphics, and then a little bit of pinball on the side.
Just a little bit, just like a touch.
Just to stay true to the source material.
Cool. Okay, so and no one's. Am I the only person who's been playing XCOM 2?
I've been watching it.
Yeah, I think so. I've watched streams of it, but I haven't really gotten down to it yet.
It's amazing. It's
I have
so
been hearing
good.
good things. I've been hearing very good.
If you played Enemy Unknown, then it's everything that was amazing about Enemy Unknown, but as with Rise of the Tomb Raider, they've dialed everything up. It's just the solid base, and then a whole lot of awesome added onto the top of it. So, yeah, very, very cool.
And it looks like it keeps the difficulty, which is great.
Yes, it does. I've sworn at this game more than I've sworn at any game in recent memory. Like, it's actually horrific. There's these horrific snake bastards who have a really high dodge, so you'll be shooting at them and they'll just be like, whatever, dodged it. You're like, it's a fucking bullet. Like, you can't just duck out the way of it.
That's how snakes work in real life.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, it happens all the time. You try and shoot a little boomslang, or actually, is a boomslang a real snake?
Yeah, it is.
Well,
It is. It's just because it's the name of the.
It is a real snake.
It is a real snake. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because slung is snake, boom is bush.
that's
It's
tree.
A tree. So it's just a tree snake.
Yeah, tree.
I'm actually Afrikaans, so I should know this.
There we go. See, this is where I fall flat in my face when it. I've been here in the country for long enough that I should know more than I do, but yeah, I'm still learning. I'm getting there slowly.
Yeah, you're getting there.
But boomslang, there we go. See, I learned something new now. The boomslang is a real tree, and a Roy Falk is a helicopter.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
Pretty sure the boomslang was a snake, not a tree.
Oh shit! Yes, you're right. A tree snake, not a tree, not a snake tree. A tree snake.
Snake tree sounds
Yeah, a snake tree would be quite bad. It's just like a giant fucking thing with snakes instead of branches.
It's terrifying.
Yeah, it would be quite bad. It wouldn't. It'd be something like that. What was that tree in Harry Potter? The Whomping Willow.
Yeah.
There we go. It would be a bit like that, but it would bite the shit out of you and inject you with venom, and you would die.
Well, there's my
yeah.
nightmares sort of. God damn it.
Fantastic! Yay! I've served a purpose in life, giving people nightmares about tree snakes, snake trees. Sorry. So yeah, XCOM. Yeah. Well, there we go. You go either way. So either snakes are hiding trees or trees made out of snakes. Both would be fucking awful. So apart from XCOM, what else has been going on? Anyone? Deadpool's in a couple of days.
Oh,
Friday.
yes. I actually don't know what happened to our invite to go watch it. For some reason, every other person in the whole damn country got an invite, And we didn't. So we were supposed to go see it, but we didn't. I don't know why, what happened. Reviews are positive so far. Reviews are positive. I'm looking forward to it. I think this might be Ryan Reynolds' redeeming role after the Green Lantern.
Green Lantern was amazing. What are you talking about?
That's fucking sucking. Really, come on.
Yeah, I can't even defend that.
What I actually like is Deadpool poster that makes fun of the Green Lantern poster. I don't know if you guys saw that.
Oh, and in the
Looks
trailer
similar.
as well.
Yeah, it's like they're blatantly making fun of the Green Lantern poster, and I just think the advertising for this thing is so good. It's like, there's no way this
marketing
can
behind
miss.
it's phenomenal. Sorry, Paul, you were going to say something about Deadpool, bud?
I was just saying it's out Friday, which actually came a lot quicker than I expected.
I know, yeah. It's this Friday. I am a little bit upset with Stir Kinnicore at the moment. They have not replied to my tweet asking about their policy towards masturbating in their theatres because I've got tickets.
I'll take it up with the PR. Don't worry.
If you wouldn't mind, please do.
Yeah, I'll mail them just.
I
now
just want to make sure all my bases are covered because I am going to end up touching myself during that movie because it's Deadpool. It's ever since what was it, the Wolverine Origins movie when it said Ryan Reynolds as Deadpool, and I was like, oh my god, that's like the best casting ever. And then they fucking murdered the character.
Well, you know what you could do? You could like make a hole in the base of a big popcorn, and then just like put it on your lap.
And then what? Trick myself into grabbing a handful of my penis. See, the nice thing about doing it for yourself is that there's no trickery involved. I don't have to pour tequila on my hand before it happens.
Well, just sit on your hand, and it feels like someone else doing it.
the stranger. So yeah, so that's what, Friday. That's going to be rather awesome. Has anyone got tickets? So Werner obviously hasn't, which he's quite angry about.
I was supposed to get tickets. I did not. Valentine's weekend is kind of messing me up, so I'll probably go see it sometime next week. Wait for the rush to die down because I think there's going to be a lot of kids. I mean, there's like one theater showing it in Bloom, so
there shouldn't be a lot of kids.
This is Bloom, dude. There's like
do people not play around in Bloom?
Shit is going to go and stand in the line. Oh, I don't know who the fuck it was last week, but he's awesome.
Oh,
so,
okay, yeah. So,
you know.
Bunch of little kids, and he's going to be running around going, fuck, shit, right up Main Street.
Pretty much, yeah.
Cool,
yeah.
So schools in Bloemfontein next week are going to have a whole new vocabulary. That's going to be amazing.
They're mostly going to be closed on Friday.
Oh, well, I suppose it's Bloom. I mean, there's enough people to fill a cinema, hey?
Usually.
Almost, just about. You'll have a couple of spare seats. It'll be alright.
I was actually almost forced to stand during the Star Wars premiere in Bloom, and I was very shocked at that. I didn't get my original seats. I pre-booked the fucker like 3 months in advance. I got there, and there's like these fucking people sitting there, and I'm like, please, just move. No, we were here first, so the movie was starting, so obviously I didn't want to make a scene, so I just went and sat 3 rows from the front, and it didn't work out that good, but I very nearly had to stand.
That would have sucked. I did spend a fair portion of one of the Lord of the Rings movies standing.
Oh.
But that was because I went with a girlfriend at the time, and she was being really fucking annoying, and so I went to the bathroom, and then when I came back in, I was like, I don't want to fucking sit next to you for the rest of the movie, so I stood at the back, like a sulky little teenager, and I watched the rest of the movie, just standing there on my own. I was like, fuck you.
Mikey's dating tips.
Yeah, basically take
Stand
anything that I've ever done in my life, do the opposite.
So stand in the front.
Stand at the front, yeah. And then, because then you blind yourself a little bit as well, and then,
show you mean business.
Absolutely, so she can see your head, and she'll be like, why is he standing there? And it'll really eat into her heart and torture her for the rest of her life. Yeah, don't do that. Terrible advice. So yeah, I don't actually have tickets booked for Deadpool. I really wish I did, but I don't know. I just haven't. I don't like the cinema that much, to be honest.
But it's not something you feel the need to go see day one.
No.
It's not like it's going to be cool, but it's not like Star Wars.
Yeah, no, see, I'll agree with you on that one, yeah. I'm interested to see how well it does at the box offices, what with it being on Valentine's weekend.
A lot of couples I know actually made that their Valentine's plan, going to see the Deadpool movie.
Well, that's okay if you've got an awesome girlfriend or wife, but like...
Yeah, that's not going to work for every girl.
No, I know they
Some
marketed
people
it.
are going to play some tricks and...
Well, see, they did that. They marketed it. They had those, like, they did some adverts for it where it was, like, Ryan Reynolds sat with his girlfriend, like, holding him, and, like, I think they'd taken, like, the background from Love Actually or some shit like that, and then they'd put, like, Deadpool, and it's like, it's a romance. And they actually did a live little advert saying, like, hey, you know, this weekend, why don't you let your boyfriend treat you to a movie about love and this and that? So, okay. So they might actually... I'm sure there'll be some full cinemas.
Well, like, the trailers haven't been that far off from that.
No.
It's a lot more, but it's
Yeah.
not very far off.
No, I don't think so. I mean, jumping and flipping around and shooting people in the head, it'll be great. I tell you what, I do... I do love the trailer where they've got... what's her name? Nega Teenage... something. It's like a song name or something like that, where some chick panels Colossus, I think it's Angel Dust, smashes Colossus flying, and then the chick's like sat there on her phone, and Deadpool's like, okay, you know, finish your tweet, and then she fucking rips this chick a new arsehole. I don't know if you've seen that specific trailer.
Can't say I have.
That's the best one!
That sounds epic.
It's amazing. It's so good, and he gets shot up the arse as well. And he's like lying there, and he fucking like, and there's a guy walks up, he like pops his gun up between his legs and shoots him. And you just see him limping off, going, "Oh, right up Main Street."
All right, so that's why it's your favorite one.
Maybe.
Yeah.
I don't want to say too much. I give away a little bit too much about myself.
Spoiler alert. Spoiler alert.
Spoiler alert. Yeah. Up
You've
Main
secretly
Street's
seen the
never
movie
bad.
already.
Secretly, I am Ryan Reynolds. Not a lot of people knew this.
I was going to suggest, say that you just stole the invite, but...
I know, I should have sent an invite out, but sorry guys. I'm very selfish like that. So what else has been happening? What else has everyone been up to? We've got May is coming up soon. We've got
There's
Geek
also
Fest.
March.
There's March 1st, that is true, and April. And then we've got Geek Fest coming up. It's 2 months away. And I'm probably going to be flying up for it. Depending on if I drive or not.
I'm probably going to drive up, though.
Yeah,
Well, it depends. Are you going to be there? Cool. So it depends. Yeah. If everyone from Cape Town's going to go, then we can all pile into one car and drive. Otherwise, if everyone isn't, I'll end up just flying, because I'm not fucking making that drive on my own. But it should be awesome. I'm looking forward to it. It'll be good. We can hang out and talk shit and get very, very drunk and do geeky things, maybe, every now and then.
Geeky things.
Yeah, geeky things.
And there's
good.
a Pro Evolution Soccer tournament hosted by us.
Pro Evo, that is true, which I will be looking forward to. I've always preferred Pro Evo to FIFA.
It is actually much better.
Some people.
FIFA just became possible to Cristiano Ronaldo, hit, shoot, score, goal. Possible to Wayne Rooney, hit, shoot, score, goal. And I was like, no, there's got to be more to it than this.
So Pro good at FIFA then.
No, I've got to be honest, I'm not the best. But Pro Evo I've always loved. I always felt like there was a little bit, it was more difficult, to be honest. Like, it was harder to pull off special moves, and, like, you can't just press one button and do an overhead bicycle kick. Like, you've got to actually use your thumbs a bit.
Well, to be fair, on, like, a technical level, it uses the Fox engine, the same one as Metal Gear Solid 5. So it looks incredibly pretty. And runs on anything.
Nice. I'll be looking forward to that then. I can't promise I'll do very well.
Oh, there's a...
You're probably going to suck.
We
have to have a little in-house Geek Node tournament.
Well, we won't. Yeah, I imagine that we won't be allowed to be part of the competition.
Well, no, we won't be able to compete. But I mean, we have to set up the stuff, and we have to test.
We'll have to have a couple. We'll have to do some testing. Absolutely.
Testing. We can't really give it to the public without beta testing, so we're going to have to test it.
Good.
You don't want to be like every other tournament and just like rush into it.
No,
Make
exactly.
Sure you have connections.
No, got to get it all right, and then when they do arrive to do the competition, we'll be like, yeah, you know what? Just hold on a minute. We're just going to finish this game.
Just to make sure a whole game works. It's important.
Exactly. You can't. I mean, we got to test it for the full 90 minutes of a football match. We don't want, like, halfway through the tournament, the game only lasts 89 minutes, and the whole thing shits out, and everyone's like, oh, what the fuck? You didn't test it properly. So, yeah. It'll be good. It'll be some good testing. There'll be a lot of cosplayers there, which will be interesting for me, being very new to the whole cosplay kind of scene. I won't be dressing up as anything.
Oh, why not?
I'm going costume as a really annoying douchebag, so I just basically wear the same shit I wear every day, and it's low maintenance, it's easy, it doesn't take me long to get ready. So, but I'm excited for it though. I'm hoping that we'll see a lot of cool people up there, and hopefully everyone won't be a Deadpool. As much as I do love Deadpool, I don't.
There's so many Deadpools at Rage every year.
Yeah, see, that's what I've heard. I've heard it's the Joker and Deadpools, as far as the eye can see. So yeah, it'll be nice to see some slightly more obscure characters popping out of the woodwork, or slightly more obscure like Spider-Man.
I haven't seen anyone dress up as Jared Leto's Joker yet. Like, it doesn't seem to be a favorite. Like, even though the movie isn't out yet, it doesn't seem to be like really popular. Like, people are losing their minds over Heath Ledger as Joker, like, even before the release of the movie, but I don't know if it's just me, but I'm struggling with this fucking chrome tooth fucking guy. It's like a parody of himself. I don't know really what they're trying to do, but I don't want to be too hasty to judge, but he doesn't seem to be too popular right now.
I think, like, it's incredibly different, because, I mean, look at what we've had. We've had The Dark Knight, we've had the Arkham City games, or the Arkham games. All of them had like the coat, the normal Joker we used to, and this one's just very, very different.
I have to be honest, I kind of like it. I like it because it's a slightly more gritty. Like, the Joker has always been almost like a parody character. I mean, if you go back far enough to like the '66 Batman, like I can't remember, the Fred West as Batman. I can't remember who the guy was who played Batman in that, who played the Joker in that. But it's just like bad comedy villain style. Whereas this one, and now the Joker's become, I feel like he's getting edgy, kind of, I hate the word, but I hate the word, but edgier and edgier, like becoming a bit more gritty and a bit more realistic. Like, I like the idea of a Joker who will just put a gun against your head and blow your fucking brains out, which is why I like Heath Ledger, but this guy looks, Jared Leto's one looks like it's gone even further into insanity, so I'm like...
The thing about the Joker is he's always been a representation of the age that he occupies. Like, in the 60s, that Joker was completely applicable, and then it came Jack Nicholson's Joker, which was, again, cool for the 80s. And then the Joker came again as Heath Ledger, and that was perfect for the time we were going through. And I think, ultimately, it's a reflection of the time we're living in, and I don't know if it's like, if it could change so drastically between Heath Ledger and Jared Leto. I don't know if the world could have changed that rapidly, but...
No,
I don't know. I'm struggling with the character. That's
if you think about Deadpool, that character could only work now in the current climate of Marvel superhero movies. We've got a huge amount going out, and they're all very formulaic. They're all very similar. All the Avengers movies follow. They're clean cut, but they've got good action. But like, there's nothing. There's nothing out of the ordinary about them. But yeah, to be honest, I mean, they're following a set formula that they know works. It's nice to see occasionally people step outside of that, whether it be Jared Leto's Joker or Deadpool getting his movie finally. I for one, salute it.
That's something to break the monotony of what we currently had.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, it's become almost boring. Like, I love the Apocalypse timeline for X-Men. I've always enjoyed it. I love what he does to other X-Men and how he changes them. Always enjoyed that. But I'm not that excited for the movie, because I'm just like, it's just, it's going to be the same shit.
I saw the trailer before I saw The Hateful Eight, and I thought it looked really cool. Like, the first time I watched it, I didn't really care for it, but like after watching it on the big screen, and it might have been a different trailer, but after watching it again, I was actually quite psyched for it.
No, look, I'm not saying that I will definitely watch it. I'm not saying it's going to be a bad movie. I'm finding it hard to get psyched for it, though. I mean, I think it'll be good, but I don't think it'll be in any way. I don't think it'll stand out from any of the other movies. It's the same as with Civil War is basically the biggest arc in
Not
comic
Marvel,
book
yeah.
history. That is like just everyone lost their mind for the whole Civil War story arc. It was incredible. And now they're making that into a movie. Now that, for me, is more exciting than the X-Men, despite the fact that I've always preferred the X-Men to the Avengers.
Well, it's because it's not really the Avengers. It's the Avengers fighting amongst themselves. Which is,
That's probably why I like it, yeah.
and it's so weird that they haven't shown Spider-Man even though
I
he's in the
know!
movie.
He has to be in it. He can't not be.
Well, he is in
I've
it.
heard,
but
he
it's-
is in it. Yeah, he is in it. It's just a very young, like, different version than what we're used to. It is not the guy from the reboots or Tobey Maguire.
Andy Garfield, was that the guy's name?
I think so. I don't know. Weird little guy, big hair.
Yeah, no, I think it was Andy Garfield, yeah. So, look, I mean, I'm excited for that, but yeah, like you said, Paul, it has to have Spider-Man.
Well, he's in there. He's confirmed in there. But the problem is, Sony hasn't... There's some legal issues with the whole marketing.
There always
And
is,
that's
yeah.
the whole problem. So they
so
don't know how to show him in the marketing. But he's in the movie. So
he's in the movie, so it's set, that's done, that's the rights have been kind of agreed to and all of that on that side, but it's just the build-up to it, they're keeping it quiet.
Oh my god.
I don't know.
Isn't there that big scene with Spider-Man and Captain America?
It's one of the
Yeah.
biggest. I mean, it's probably the one thing that stuck to in my head from the comic books was Spider-Man versus Cap. That was just like, I mean, they were two almost. That was almost synonymous with kind of that era of American justice for all and yay and patriotism and all that kind of thing. Obviously, Cap a bit more because fucking Captain America, but Spider-Man was up to a point as well. So to have those two fighting against each other was far more of a wrench than Iron Man versus Cap, because Iron Man, I mean, we've already seen it from the previous movies. Iron Man's already wanted to punch him in the face. He is a narcissistic, egotistical, maniacal arsehole, really.
He's his own man, that's the thing.
Yeah, exactly, which, doesn't really tie in with Cap's idea of what everyone should be, which is little Boy Scout, sir, yes, sir, dib, dib, dob, dob. So, Spider-Man versus Cap will be a fantastic fight. They have to have that in. Like, they have to.
They should have it in, yeah. Actually, have you guys seen the... Alright, I don't know if maybe I talked about this before, but back in the 70s, Marvel sold the rights to Spider-Man to Japan, and they made their own series.
You told me about this.
Yes, and you can find it on YouTube. Just Google Japanese Spider-Man intro. Just that part. That's all you need to see. Basically, Spider-Man is more of a Power Ranger in the whole show, and it has absolutely fuck all to do with anything Spider-Man. He has like this Megazord thing that he summons, and it's just really, really ridiculously over the top. It's just...
Yay, Japan! Have you seen it?
You might have. Actually, Spider-Man.
I don't know.
It's some other...
I don't know what...
It's some random thing. Yeah. What about Rabbleby? Rabbleby. I don't know how the rest of the song goes.
Yeah, I also only know that part.
Yeah. Okay, but
anyway, getting back to
lots of different Spider-Mans. Hopefully...
We get the right.
Hopefully we'll get the right one. Yeah, we don't want Rabbleby. We don't want Megazord Spider-Man.
No, we want regular Spider-Man.
Regular Spider-Man. That'll be interesting.
Sorry, just to get back to that Civil War. I'm hearing rumor that Planet Hulk might actually happen as a spin-off movie.
That would be great.
People are actually, at the production companies, they're actually saying, look, it looks like it's popular enough to go ahead. So we might have another standalone Hulk movie. Just the only thing is they're doubting whether it's going to be that guy who's in the Avengers right now, who's going to be the Hulk.
Can't remember his name, but I know the guy you mean.
Yeah, that guy. They're doubting whether it's going to be him in the movie itself. But I think it should be him because it's going to suck if they change the guy again. I mean, come on.
Yeah, we've had enough Hulks now. I don't even like the Hulk, but I would be excited for a Planet Hulk spin-off.
Yeah, that would be awesome. I mean, so yeah, let's hope for that. Currently, it's not planned on the Marvel phase chart, but knowing Marvel, they'll just slip it in there.
They often do.
Like, hey, we forgot, but yeah, it is.
Yeah, there we go. Here's a little extra something. Yeah, But Planet Hulk would be a good one. I mean, I enjoyed the comic, the cartoon was, I thought, the animated movie rather than the cartoon. I thought it was very well made. I thought it was an interesting storyline, which makes a change for the Hulk, because usually he's just like, Hulk smash, and running around, and then stops being the Hulk, and then everyone's like, oh, okay, cool. Like, that's about it. What did you think, Marco?
I have no idea. Comic books are not my forte. Like, superhero movies and that stuff is not really in my ballpark. I do enjoy it.
Is that an Alien Isolation poster behind you, Marco?
It is. I got it from Rage.
Have you played it? Finished?
No. I played the intro. Oops. It's on my backlog. I will get there eventually.
There we go.
Eventually.
It's on my backlog as well. Don't worry about it. I picked it up a little while ago, and I've been meaning to play it, and I haven't gotten around to it yet.
I finished it with the that extra DLC they give you with the Ellen Ripley thing where you get to be Ellen. And I don't know, just once you figure out the mechanics of the game, like the basic AI of the alien, and like what you can kill and what you can't kill, and where you can run and where you can't run, it's not that difficult. I found Dead Space much harder than Alien Isolation, just for the sheer randomness of things. Because you could, I don't know if you guys played Dead Space. Paul, did you play Dead Space? Or?
Yeah.
I'm a big fan of Dead Space.
I just prefer it in the space horror genre, Alien Isolation. I see what they did with Alien Isolation, and it's fun for a few hours, but I don't know, personally for me, I just figured it out, and I was like, okay, well, if I just fucking stay here, then he's going to walk that way, and then you run that way, and then you hide there again, and he walks that way, and it's a set formula. They say, oh, okay, he learns, and he adapts to your movements, but here's the thing, if you don't fucking move around a lot, he has nothing to learn from. So, what the fuck do you think?
So you just sit in the corner somewhere like, fuck you, dude, you're not going to get me.
You're hiding on the fucking trolley, you're not moving. What is he going to adapt? So, yeah, I just found that adaptive AI thing a bit of a overhyped nonsense bit, but, yeah.
Well, the thing is, anything that claims to have an adaptive AI is bullshit. Let's face it. There is no such thing as true AI at the moment. There is only algorithms and logarithmic calculations.
Speaking of which, you know what's nearing now? No Man's Sky.
Oh,
No Man's Sky.
That is soon!
Yeah, I know. We're going to be playing the shit out of that, I think.
Yeah. It's like everyone I know is getting that game. Like,
I haven't pre-ordered.
I'm still not sold on it, though.
Really?
It's going to be different than what people are expecting.
It seems like a novel idea, but it seems like something you pay for 10 or so hours and you move on.
It looks like it could get potentially dull for people who are like logging on and they're expecting like fucking Star Trek Online or something, and then it's actually like there's no players around and you just walk around looking at stuff and kind of mine it a little, and then yeah, that's pretty much it. Then you leave the planet and maybe run into some pirates or whatever, and then it's basically the same shit, different day, repeat.
I want to play it to experience it because I think it's such a massive leap forward. The fact that it's procedurally generated planets and to the level of the life forms that exist on those planets is incredible. But in a similar way, I am concerned because I have pretty much lost all interest in survival games.
Oh, yeah.
Like, I've just gone to, like, crafting survival games, like Ark, Survival Involved, and it's just gotten to the point where I'm like, I don't fucking care anymore. I was talking about this recently for Solus Project. I like that it's a survival game, but there's a level of a linear storyline behind it. So you do progress. There's marked progression, which I enjoy. Like I want a goal. I don't function well if you just let me loose. I just end up running around setting fire to all the wildlife, cackling maniacally, and then going, "Oh, that was fun," and switching it off. Like I want something behind it. So if they do that in No Man's Sky, if you have got an overarching storyline, I think it's going to do a lot better than if they just go, here's a shitload of planets, knock yourselves out, which is unfortunately...
Overarching story, you have to get into the center of the galaxy or something?
Yeah,
like
that's actually the only thing they said so far. They haven't really released anything story-wise. They just said, well, the goal is to get to the center, and then once you get there, there's like a special little initiative thingy that unlocks it. enables you to like play the game from a new perspective or something. Now I don't know if they're going to do the Spore route. I don't know if you guys played Spore to the end. It's an oldish game, but anyway, when you get to the center of the universe in Spore, it's like you get this god-type tool things where you can make planets and all that type of thing. So I don't know if they're going to go a similar route with No Man's Sky, but now also it being partially multiplayer also complicates things. So I don't really know what they're going to do.
Well, if it does go the same route as Spore, then you are going to end up with a galaxy filled full of penis monsters, because that's basically what everyone did in Spore.
Always.
It's like, eventually just, oh, well, you know what, fuck it. We end up with a whole bunch of little penis creatures, like,
That's what people did in, like, the store demo units.
I would have liked to have seen that. Some little kid like, Mommy, I want this game. Oh, no, we don't want that one. Oh, that's fantastic. So, like, I like Sport. I love Elite Dangerous, but I think Elite Dangerous suffers from the lack of a storyline. Now, and that's a similar kind of scale. Not the same, but similar. So now with the inclusion of planetary landings and being able to drive around on the planet's surface and that kind of thing, it's got similar aspects to the direction that No Man's Sky is going, albeit just a very cut-down version. But I've got no incentive. Like, I don't care about landing on a planet. I mean, yeah, okay, so there's this thing that they've introduced with these alien life forms that you can go and you mine these alien, like, crustacean things. I don't care enough to do it.
It's all about the, like, rewards from it, though.
Well, yeah, and that, you get, like, you get some ore kind of stuff or some kind of thing that you can then either craft or you can sell. That's pretty much about it. There's no real reward to it.
So no, like, cool upgrades or even modifications or something?
Not that I'm aware of. I mean, they may introduce it. I know that there's talk about, in Elite Dangerous, there's talk about them having... So, in the Elite Dangerous universe, there is an alien life out there that has attacked humankind before and was only fought off by the Federation and the Empire joining, for stopping fighting each other and uniting against them. So there's a lot of talk about, and no one knows where they came from. They just basically they just kind of arrived, fucked shit up a bit, and then we fought them off. And Commander Shepard stood there looking all buff, and then they flew away. And now there's talk about they're going to introduce that into Elite Dangerous, and maybe there'll be the invasions and that kind of, which will be fucking incredible. Like, that'll give me something to do. It'll be, you're actually trying to fight off this invasion force. But without it, all I end up doing is, we lost Werner. Without it, all I've basically done is trade slaves.
That's awkward.
Yeah, a little bit. It's very, very profitable.
I think the only thing I ever wanted in, like, sort of the Elite Dangerous type of game is, like EVE Online, and there's always read the news stories of these massive wars that they have. They go on for days and stuff like that. I've always just, like, wanted to play a game where you're actually doing that, but not like a Excel simulator.
No, absolutely not. I mean, it must be in a proper graphical environment that you can enjoy. I mean, because the thing is, Elite Dangerous, I find, is a very good space flight combat simulator. Very enjoyable. I have a lot of fun with it. But yeah, I'd really enjoy it if you could, like, as I said, I mean, in Elite Dangerous, there's some battles you can go and join, but it would be really quite awesome if, there was an invasion happening and you could go and take part in it. It would be phenomenal.
World events. Like, massive PvE events.
Well, see, didn't EVE Online have a first-person shooter component that was added to it? Or was that a different game?
I think it was something. I think it was called Dust or something like that.
Something like that.
I think it was a PlayStation exclusive.
Yeah. Hey, we got Werner back. Yay!
Yeah.
That's
Hey.
what died out
I don't know what happened. Sorry, technical difficulties.
South African internet.
Yeah.
every time.
Beautiful.
There we go. It was something. Yeah, Dust like 2097 or something along those lines. It was Dust and a number, and that I thought was phenomenal. The fact that you could be playing the first person and then like get in touch with your friend who you've got in the same game and say, listen, dude, I need you to send me like this ship or this vehicle or whatever, and they can like pop it down. Pretty cool. in my book.
I think most of the content from Dust was actually generated from whatever was going on in Eve. So whatever trade things were happening or invasions. Or...
Absolutely, yeah. So if you were fighting over a planet in EVE Online, you could then go to that planet and take part in the ground battle. I mean, that's phenomenal. That would be really nice to see that happen in other places.
Don't know if it's done,
we'll see.
But you need a ton of players for that.
Yes, you would. Well, PlanetSide, I guess, tried to do it up to a point. I mean, didn't PlanetSide have... Oh, sorry, PlanetSide 2. Didn't it have kind of an...
I think it just had huge maps.
Galaxy maps. Wasn't it like... But wasn't there like a galaxy map where as each faction took over more things, it would affect the world game?
Yeah, but it wasn't... it didn't feel all that good. It sort of just felt like you were playing on specific maps and there was just a huge player limit.
Yeah.
And if there weren't people on that map, you would just run around and you'd find someone.
Like, whee! Yeah, cool. So a little bit of a running simulator. That's always fun. Okay, so then what else have we got coming up? So I did read an article today on a certain popular geeky website about the cancellation of someone's trip to Cape Town, or to South Africa, sorry. So, Queenie.
Yeah.
Ex-StarCraft professional?
Is she ex-professional or is she current? Because I know she was 2012. She was...
I think I saw the word former somewhere.
Yeah, so because I wrote it, I had to obviously go do some research. But when the whole thing originally came up, I obviously checked out Wikipedia. That's where all the StarCraft stuff is. And she's also a streamer, but on her streamer page, it's frequently asked questions. The one answer is no, I haven't quit StarCraft 2, and she's streaming World of Warcraft most of the time.
It's strange.
So she might have given up for a bit. To be fair, StarCraft 2 professionally outside of Korea.
Yeah, forget about it.
But it's not there. People are playing League of Legends and Counter-Strike.
That's about it.
Well,
sadly.
Inside. Yeah, I think much like your traditional sports, esports is going towards more team-based games. So, I mean, it's difficult to support one person, but people buy into teams and want to buy their merchandise and stuff like that.
Well, it's certainly taken off in CSGO. I mean, the amount of shit I see for Counter-Strike teams amazes me.
The huge betting scene is ridiculous.
I know, so there's a guy I know, Tom the Greek, or Zagreek. He bets on Counter-Strike matches all the time, but it's betting skins and stuff. But something that I won a skin, so I got a Man of War AWP for Counter-Strike in a box. I sold it for $60 on Steam. $60. It does nothing.
It makes your AWP look pretty, but have you looked at knife prices?
I've seen there's some crazy stuff on the knives. Yeah,
$500 plus.
Are you serious?
Yeah, that's what they go for.
I need to get me some Counter-Strike knives. With our exchange rate, we'll be in the money. I can quit my job. One knife, buy my house. Mortgage done.
You'll be set on Steam money.
Oh, absolutely. Shit, I didn't realise it was to that level. I mean, I know that there was a big thing around the knives, but not to that degree. That's crazy days.
Yeah, but also the drop rate of those are ridiculous. So I mean, so you have to open cases and cases drop randomly. It's
you have to buy keys for $2 or something each.
It's $2.50 for it, and that's 40 rand for us.
Yeah.
It's expensive, and then if you open a case and you get a 1 rand skin, you're heartbroken.
It's oh shit. Yeah. No, don't worry, I know all about that feeling.
Ooh.
Fucking
someone didn't come good.
I know I had some really good pulls actually. I got to pick this up over the weekend, so me and my son sat and opened up because he got me into Pokemon, and now it's kind of like crack for me. But so we pulled a couple. I pulled a full art Darkrai EX and a full art Espeon EX. So two tasty new little cards. which I'm immediately going to trade away.
Why?
That's the way it goes.
If there
Because
was
I can't use them. They're not good for my deck.
Ah, yes.
If
So,
it was if it was anything like the Magic the Gathering, so you just like try and sell it off. There's some guy who's selling a modern deck. So it's not like all the old cards, but sort of fairly recent cards. And this is with like putting discounts on the deck. It's like 14k.
My God.
That's some like decent hardware
Yeah, absolutely.
for cards.
Jeez, that's well. It's okay. It's like I need so I need 2 Shaman EXs quite badly. You can buy them from trollandtoad.com, where you can pick up any single cards that you want for Pokemon, Magic the Gathering, all that kind of thing, and they ship it from the States. 1 Shaman EX, $45.
Isn't that card the most expensive from the set?
I think so. Yeah, it's as far as I'm aware, it is the most expensive because it's got a stupid ability. As you play it, you draw like 6 cards or something like that. It'll really complement my deck, but not enough that I'm going to pay $45 per card. There's a guy who's actually selling 3 of them in Cape Town for 2,700 rand. Like, no.
Sure,
I mean,
that's
that's
like a
like-
list of things that's not going to happen.
Yeah, that's right at the top of that list.
Like at the first pre-release I played Magic the Gathering, it was Innistrad, I think. And there was one card, Snapcaster Mage. Pulled it randomly, didn't think it was all that great. Held on to it because it was a rare, so obviously it was cool. It was $20 at the time, so it was ridiculous. Now it's pushing on $60.
Oh my God. Yeah, so I've heard Magic the Gathering would make my the amount of money I've spent on Pokemon look like a joke. Like I've heard that you can drop huge money into Magic.
Yep.
I've never been involved. I've never got that bug. I'm hoping I'll
Stay away from it.
It's evil.
Mm.
No, the Pokemon's bad enough. Well, the nice thing, look, I mean, I started playing Pokemon because my son loves it, so and it's something we can do together. But now, like, he's with his mom this weekend, but I'm still going to the tournament on Saturday, so I'm like, I can't really keep claiming that it's just for him anymore.
Yeah, that
You're trying to
shield
get
is
some
gone.
cards from it.
Yeah. So well, we've covered some. We've got some movies. We've got some good games coming out. We haven't got shit on the TV series side.
Is there anything airing at the moment?
Not really.
Waiting
Not
for
really.
everything.
Well, actually, the Punisher is about to make his debut in The Flash, apparently. And he's that
Oh, yeah, I heard
stupid
of
guy from The Walking Dead who was like Rick's friend, the other cop.
Shane.
Yeah, that fucking guy. He's like the new Punisher, apparently. And I'm having a hard time picturing him in that role, because in my head the Punisher will always be Thomas Jane, so...
Yeah.
I don't know
understand
about
that.
this guy. So, I don't know, maybe he does the role justice, but that's what's going on with The Flash. They're like teasing his entry into the series pretty soon. And then there's also a Flash Supergirl crossover going to happen.
Wasn't Supergirl a huge flop, though?
Well, it has a select little fan base, but overall it's not worth the hype. Also, Superman did make an appearance, or is going to make an appearance in Supergirl, but it's going to be like really stupid because it's going to be... Alright, this is the thing people don't really realize about Supergirl. It takes place before the Man of Steel. So, Clark Kent is actually a little boy in the series. So, in her flashback dream sequence, she just sees boy Clark. And ironically, he's wearing a fucking Superman t-shirt, as if you don't know who he is or who he's going to be. So,
Just
I
as a
don't know.
pointer.
Subtle.
Yeah, subtle,
Yeah,
very
very
subtle.
fucking subtle, you know. Oh, I was wondering who that kid was going to be, so I'm so glad you showed me. So that's about it for the series. What I'm currently watching, I don't know if you guys heard of the Borgias, the one with Jeremy Irons, where he's like the Pope and stuff.
Oh, the Borgias. Sorry, I thought you said gorgeous.
Yeah, the
The Borgias.
Yeah, my accent not good. So I'm watching that currently, enjoying it. I like the politics behind it. I don't know, what are you guys watching?
I ain't watching shit right now.
Oh,
I'm
is it
watching
sad?
iZombie.
iZombie.
Is it good?
Yeah. It's
Yeah,
very
not
good.
bad.
Like
It's not bad. It picks up, eh?
Yeah, it's unexpectedly good. Like, you see the premise and you're like, what the fuck is this? And then you watch it and then you fall in love with it. It's like on point comedy.
Okay, cool. I must give it a try. What is it like? So this other Marvel one that everyone's been losing their tits about.
Jessica Jones.
That's the one. I was going to say Jessie something, but yeah, Jessica Jones. So now everyone's that's apparently amazing as well.
Yeah,
and people said the same thing, like you said about iZombie, that it's kind of a bit of a sleeper hit. You didn't expect it to be as good as it is.
You know what else is good, worth a watch? Very hard to come by, but Wayward Pines. I don't know if you guys watched or heard about Wayward Pines. It kind of came out of nowhere. I can't really tell you anything about the show without giving away anything. But basically it's about an FBI agent, and he gets in a car crash, and then he wakes up in this big-ass little town, and he like really soon realizes, but wait a minute, these aren't real people. And like, they're pretending to be other people. They're not just really
Sounds
living.
familiar.
You know, they're not really living their lives. They're actually playing a role within the town. And then you start to think, oh, you know, okay, it's conspiracy. Oh, they're tricking him. Oh, yeah, aliens. All that things come to mind. But then it turns out to be like completely different story. Like by episode 5, I was sold. I was completely fucking lost. I had to watch more. I stayed up till like 5 in the morning just to like watch season 1 finished, and it was so worth it, and I can't wait for more. So if you guys are looking for something new and sci-fi-ish to watch, I would suggest Wayward Pines. It's very
Put that on my list.
No, definitely check it out. It took me by surprise. Like I'm waiting for more. I can't wait for.
It makes me think of, from what you described, it makes me think of that awesome movie Dark City.
Oh yes.
I was going to say Hot Fuzz.
Although, what's that?
I was going to say Hot Fuzz.
Hot Fuzz is the business. I can watch that movie 100 times in a day and not be sad if there were enough hours, which there aren't. But if there were,
someone today hasn't seen Hot Fuzz.
It is actually legally you are allowed to kill that person and eat them.
You know, I was quoting that scene where I don't know what his name is in Hot Fuzz, but Ed, you know, he's asking Sean, has he ever like laid on your back and fired a gun and went, oh? And this guy was looking at me like, what the fuck are you on about? I'm like, have you seen Point Break? No. Alright. Have you seen fucking anything in the last 20 years? No, not really. Oh, well, that explains it then. So, yeah, but Hot Fuzz...
Oh, it'll always be one of my favourites. It'll always be high up there. And of course, Shaun of the Dead was great.
Oh, Shaun of the Dead is the best.
The third one in the Cornetto trilogy, I wasn't such a huge fan of. Was it the pub at the end of the world? At World's End, yeah.
Strange.
It was a bit weird.
The whole twist at the end, just like sent you over the edge.
Yeah. It wasn't too bad though. I'm trying to think what else. I haven't watched a series in so long. Game of Thrones is off. Walking Dead's off. I've got no interest in Green Arrow. The only episode of the Green Arrow that I want to watch is the one where he dies like a bitch. That's it. Because I watched one, I was like, oh shit, like Green Arrow, cool, this might be worth checking out. And then there's like a dude 3 meters away from him, fires a full clip directly at him of a machine gun, of an automatic weapon, and doesn't hit him.
Well, Arrow is like, he's pretty much the poor man's Batman.
Like XCOM.
So...
It does sound like, no, but it's the XCOM at least tells you you're going to fucking miss. It's like, hang on, my shotgun is in the thing's face, but I've only got a 67% chance to hit. I saw that tweeted out today, so I'm posting a picture of it.
Love that
the
picture.
guy's he's literally got this shotgun in the snake thing's eye socket, and it's like 67% chance to hit. Like, really? So yeah, no, that is very XCOM, sadly. Which so the Arrow can die, the Green Arrow. I don't like that show at all. I think it's bollocks. I haven't tried the Flash, but I've heard the same kind of thing about it. I heard it's not great.
You either love it
it's
or
popcorn.
You hate it. It's
popcorn.
Those, it's a knife edge. You either like it right away, or you kind of don't like it, and then it degrades into complete hate. But you choose one or the other. Same with Supergirl as well. I tried all of them. I fucking hate them all. So, not to be biased, but yeah, it's pretty shit for me. I prefer things that are a little bit more grounded in quality story-wise. I don't know if that makes sense at all, but yeah. It needs more than a guy in a fucking rubber suit running in a circle to grasp my attention for long.
So I was about to say it. Don't know. Grasp my attention even the way you described it right then. Look at him. Put this hand under the desk. Don't worry about it.
Maybe so, just blur that. Just like make a little blur there.
Hands are above the table. I promise.
There we go. Well, I don't know where they're going now, but yeah.
Yeah. So that's we've probably pretty much covered everything. We've gone for about our allotted time. So I think we'll probably better end it off, but it was very cool to sit down and have a chat with you guys and to officially welcome you to the Geek Node community and staff and yay! And all the good stuff. And from now on, you pretty much can just feel free to ignore Bester and do what you want.
Pretty much. And don't bother me with absolutely anything.
Okay.
That's fair.
I thought that was a given.
So if you guys wouldn't mind, we'll just have a little any last words, last thoughts, or messages you'd like to pass out.
Don't pre-order games. That's it.
Fucking right. Except for XCOM. I pre-ordered XCOM and that's okay. Don't tell him.
Yeah, that's fine. I pre-ordered Fallout. So
that one's okay because that was a safe pre-order. Yeah, you get one. That one was safe. It was like that was it. I was like, I'm pretty sure it's going to be great.
It's either like one a year of anything else or like any Nintendo game. Because you get reviews beforehand, way before.
I suppose that's true. I haven't played my. I have a Wii in the cupboard. But I only had it for one thing. Mario Kart.
Actually, that's good.
We don't talk. Otherwise, I may have weed in a cupboard at some stage as well, but that's different. But yeah, so Mario Kart's always been my jam for Nintendo. That's I suppose same for everyone. Everyone loves Mario Kart.
Of course.
Except for Paul, maybe.
I'm supposed to be the local.
You are the Nintendo guru, so I suppose you've got a lot of other things that you love instead, like Zelda Twilight Princess.
Can't wait a month and it looks a lot prettier.
Oh, it will be good. There's a little kiss cat.
Yeah, he was bothering me earlier, and now I'm bothering him.
Nice.
He's a piece of shit.
Take that.
See,
nothing wrong with a bit of
otherwise I
revenge.
wouldn't be able to do this.
Nothing wrong with a bit of revenge, because cats can be dicks.
Yeah, it's going to climb on the keyboard now. Mine does that. She climbs on the keyboard and she looks at me, and then she's like, okay. And then she gets on the keyboard and then she gives me another look like, what you going to do about it? You know,
Fight me.
Yeah, it's like...
Come at me, bro.
Yeah.
1v1 we scrum.
I got it, exactly, yeah, come on. DE dust, motherfucker, let's go. Snipers only.
No orbs. Only orbs.
Only orbs. See, that's what I've had. I've had a 1v1 me scrub orbs only, and I'm like, what?
Should it be deagles only?
No, it should be, yeah, I mean, or knives only.
Well, that's not all that fun.
That's a lot of fun. I used to have a lot of fun with that, landing with some friends of mine, two guys in particular, Llewellyn and Lawrence. And I'd play it in Battlefield. We'd meet in the middle of a map, especially strike a Karkand, and I'd be Spec Ops and chuck some C4 down in this circle in the middle. I'd be like, come to the middle, guys, come on, I'll knife fight you. And like they'd come in and you just step outside the circle and go, click. That's
Your friends loved you.
They did. They absolutely adored me every day. It was great. Right. Anyway, so Paul, any last thoughts from you, Mr. Nintendo-loving panda head?
More on that next time.
Fair enough.
That's the best I can give at the moment.
Nothing wrong with that at all. Werner, anything wise from your mouth for once? Nah.
Well, don't use the toilet on Wonder Woman's invisible plane.
Yeah, that would be awkward.
Don't have KFC and then like show a bucket and then go try and use it. So
have you seen the episode of Robot Chicken where Superman, Wonder Woman, and I think it's Martian Manhunter are all sitting like they're pretending to be they're in Wonder Woman's plane. They're like, come on, Aquaman, let's go, jump in. And he runs and jumps behind them and just face plants into the ground. They're like, and all fly off.
Yeah.
Anything that
So
abuses
that, yeah.
Aquaman makes me happy. Cool. Well, guys, thanks a lot for coming to join us tonight. It's been fantastic to sit and have a chat with you, and yeah, we've got a lot of good times ahead of us.
It was a pleasure. Thank you.
Lovely. And for
All right.
those of you out there listening, stroke watching, because now you get to do both, please feel free to comment below and say whatever the fuck you want, really. I don't care. Just, yeah, cool. Do your thing.
Call me a tosser.
Call me a tosser. I don't mind. My son does it all the time. Oh, God. But yeah, just to echo Marco, don't pre-order unless it's XCOM. Story told. Take care of yourselves, guys. Bye.
Jeez.